Good morning, class. Today we are starting your next semester, 5th semester, and I'll be teaching you Mass Transfer Operation 1. So, the name of the course is Mass Transfer Operations 1. You will be studying Mass Transfer Operations Part 2 in next semester, that is 6th semester. So, today we will just go through the syllabus and what all topics we'll be studying throughout this semester, and I'll give you brief introduction about the chapters and all these things which we are going to study. So we'll be starting with definition and meaning, and what is the requirement of studying this subject, like what is the aim of mass transfer operation. So we'll be studying how mass transfer is important for separation and purification in chemical and related industries. We will classify these operations. All these are unit operations. We'll be classifying them. Of this, mass transfer is one type of unit operation. We'll be classifying them. Different types. If we say example of mass transfer operation, then drying, leaching, distillation, all these are mass transfer operations. Some of them we'll be studying in this semester, like leaching, crystallization, extraction. We'll be seeing in this semester. Rest, that is distillation, humidification, then ion exchange, drying, all this you will be seeing in part 2 of the subject, that is mass transfer operation 2. So mass transfer operations can be characterized or are characterized by transfer of substance through one another on molecular level. Concentration gradient is we can say is the principle of mass transfer operation. So for example, simplest example we can say boiling of water, or when this water is evaporating from river or pool, we say into atmosphere or air. Molecules of water are diffusing through the air. So when they are carried away, this mass transfer is taking place. It is not a you can say bulk movement as a result of pressure difference, but we are primarily concerned that diffusion is happening and it is a mass transfer operation. So mass transfer is a result of concentration gradient or concentration difference, and diffusing substance is moving from a place of higher concentration to the place or to that of lower concentration. Next we will see how mass transfer operations are classified. So mainly in three phases mass transfer operation will work. We will be dealing with gas, liquid and solid phase. So there will be gas mass transfer, but very few examples are there for gas mass transfer. So this is not practically or it is not practically of importance. Then there is gas liquid mass transfer. So it is one of the most commonly and important type of mass transfer. Distillation falls under this category. So example, we can say distillation, fractional distillation. Let us say solution of acetic acid and water. We have to separate them, and water is partially vaporized. Water is not completely in liquid form. Then the newly created vapor phase and the residual liquid both contain acetic acid now, but in different proportions. So if the vapor and liquid are separated mechanically from each other and vapor is condensed, so we get two solutions. One will be with higher concentration of acetic acid, and other with more proportion of water. So in a way we have separated these things with the help of this acetic acid and water with the help of mass transfer. So all these things we'll be seeing in distillation. Then humidification is another example, drying, leaching, extraction. We will see leaching and crystallization, extraction are there in this semester only. We will see. Next, after gas liquid, another type is gas solid. Drying is an example of gas solid type of mass transfer. Then there will be liquid. In this type, extraction is the most common type of example. Liquid extraction will be example of liquid mass transfer. Then liquid solid, we can say Crystallization, yes, crystallization can be considered as liquid solid mass transfer. Last is solid solid, but the process in solid solid mass transfer will be very slow. So industrially there is no application as such which is of greater importance about solid solid mass transfer. So these were the classifications. Then we will see molecular diffusion. We will see the how the mechanics behind the mass transfer, molecular diffusion, and we'll see different types of flux. Then mass transfer coefficients. That will be mathematical derivation. We'll be calculating the mass transfer coefficients for different types of flow regimes, that is laminar, turbulent regions. And we'll see film theories, penetration and surface renewal theory. All these are also again mathematical derivations. And we will also study dimensionless numbers related to that. Interface mass transfer, that is next unit. Concept of equilibrium, diffusion between phases, resistance theory. Then local and overall mass transfer coefficients. Next we will see gas absorption. That will be solubility of gases and liquids, then ideal and non-ideal solutions and how these behave when mass transfer is taking place. We will also see during absorption which kind of solvent should be selected and on what basis choice of solvent should be made. Then we will see two types of adsorption, various types of adsorptions: countercurrent, multi-stage, and co-current and cross-current types as well. Then we will see continuous contact equipments. That equipments we will be seeing in detail in next unit. Equipment for gas liquid operation, we will see scrubbers, tray towers, pack towers, all those things. So in gas dispersed equipments, as we can see in unit 6, we will see sparge vessel, mechanically agitated vessels, that is propeller, impeller and all of this. Then we will see tray tower, which is the tray tower and pack tower. These two instruments we will be studying in very detail, and these are the most important topics of this chapter. We will see problems related to tray tower, all these things, this flooding, coning, weeping, dumping. These are the problems associated with tray tower. Then we will see pack tower and liquid dispersed equipments. In pack tower we will study about what kind of packing we will be using in them and comparison of different packings. Mainly there are two types of packing: random packing and regular packing, that is fixed packing. Then we will see difference, comparison of both tray tower and pack tower, tray tower versus pack tower. Also one more thing, in tray tower we will see different types of trays, what kind of trays we can use in tray towers. Then next is liquid extraction. It is a liquid type of mass transfer. We will see different single stage and multi stage extractions. Again co-current, counter current and cross current extraction we will see. We will see equipments for extraction, single stage and multi stage equipments, and applications of this operation. Then leaching. The most common example or basic example of leaching will be preparation of tea. When we prepare tea at home, how we use the tea leaves or tea powder, and tea or color of tea or the flavor of tea is leached into the milk and water. So that is leaching. Tea can be considered as the most common example of mass transfer. We will see single and multi-stage leachings. Again there is a specific system, Schenck system it is known as. Schenck's system, we will understand leaching in detail with the help of that. Then we will be calculating rate of leaching and also recovery of solvent after leaching is carried out. Again applications of all these operations also we will be studying. Last unit will be crystallization, which is an example of liquid solid type of mass transfer. in last unit we will crystallization, we will see saturation, nucleation and principle on which crystallization will occur. It is one of the most interesting mass transfer operation, we can say. And there will be types of crystallizations as well. We'll see lattice structure, formation of different types of crystals that will be formed. So these are the 7 units we will be studying in this course throughout the semester, and mainly we will be referring to books. First is Mass Transfer Operation by Robert Tribal, and second will be Unit Operations to Heat and Mass Transfer by Nirali Prakashan by K. Gavane. So we can send, I will be sending you soft copy of the book, or we'll make do with the notes, class notes and videos that will be I'll be uploading. So yes, this is the syllabus, and we'll be starting with first chapter, introduction, from next lecture, and in next video we'll be studying introduction as well as we'll be able to finish we'll be seeing Fick's law. I think up till Fick's law we'll be able to cover in next lecture, so we'll start with that. And yes, it is one of the most it is your professional core subject, so its credits are also high. There are 5 credits in this subject. So just go through the syllabus once, and from next lecture we will start with our chapter number 1.